One of the things I've always considered important in any custom motorcycle is the color. I know that the fuel tank's shape is also extremely important. Even a beautiful fuel tank can only look good with a good and tasteful color. But here's an interesting perspective. What if it was possible to not have any color at all? And this is what this awesome machine will show you today. The true absence of color. Welcome to RacerTV. How often do we see such marvelous custom motorcycles like this one? Yes. Very rarely indeed. In fact, I really don't remember ever presenting any other project with a chrome fuel tank. This Honda looks absolutely stunning. And what amazes me the most is that it shouldn't have turned out so good. I know it sounds strange, but it is true. I've always believed that too much chrome kills the lines of any object. But somehow, this gorgeous cafe racer defies what I believed. We will get to that in a minute. This project was built by Kyle Vara, owner of 13 & Company, from Los Angeles. His work on this Honda is absolutely immaculate, especially in what concerns to build quality. Interestingly, I found this project almost by accident. While I was surfing the internet, I saw a photograph of this other beautiful Honda CB750, which is also one of Kyle's works. I liked the unusual approach with the rear cowl. But when I found this CB550 with the chrome fuel tank, my interest changed dramatically. If you are a regular follower of this channel, I think I know exactly what you are thinking about. This one. Isn't it? The similarities between them are undeniable. No wonder this Honda was elected 2020's Best Cafe Racer. And this achievement also demonstrates why Kyle's project looks so great, if not even better. This is a very interesting question, which we can only answer at the end of this year's election. There is another pertinent question you are probably wondering about. Which one of these projects first started? And here is the answer. This could mean Kyle's Honda was inspired by Sebastian's project. Right? But no. It could be, if the name of this Honda was different. As you can see, Amber 2 means by itself that there is an Amber 1. And here it is. Believe it or not, it was built about 5 years ago. This means Kyle is the original author of this splendid and glorious CB550 stance. I am sure some will say, this is a very common approach for the Honda CB series. It may look common for an untrained eye. But if you pay attention to details, you will see that these three projects have something in common, which distinguishes them from others. Look at the front forks, rear shocks, triple trees, brakes, rims, tires, engine. Notice how all the chrome and polished surfaces were maintained just like it came from the factory. These are the kind of things which give the authenticity of a real vintage motorcycle. Kyle only changed the essential, like the cafe racer seat, a shortened rear frame structure, LED rear light, the 4-in-1 exhaust, and the clip-ons. These are the minimal and essential changes to achieve a simple, clean, and very cool cafe racer. But these features alone do not assure this Honda's beauty. As usual, the right proportions and finishes are always very important. Speaking about proportions, it's interesting to compare it again with Sebastian's project, because there is a detail you probably missed a moment ago. As you see, the fuel tanks are different. To be honest, I don't know which one is more beautiful. Personally, I think this one has a better size. But this one looks more classic, including having a proper fuel cap. Although this Honda is from 1977, Kyle decided to choose a 1975 fuel tank, precisely because of this beautiful fuel cap. So, why is it so rare to find a custom project with a chrome fuel tank? Because it is very hard to do it, and relatively expensive. In addition to that, it can only be done on a pristine metal surface. But the end result is really impressive. You can see clearly that the reflection is far more deep than the one from a polished aluminium. And this makes all the difference. Just like I said earlier, I've always believed that too many chromed surfaces can spoil the shape of what we are looking at. But on this particular project, it worked beautifully. I like the way chromed surfaces reflect the environment around them. This means it always has a different color, depending on the place where it is. If we compare it with the Amber 1 Honda, it is easy to judge which one looks more premium. If you want to know everything about this project and how it was built, I recommend you click this link. It will take you to a YouTube video in which Kyle explains all the transformation process. I am very curious to see how this project is going to be voted on this year's top 10 election, because I think this awesome Honda has all the ingredients to be one of the most voted. It looks clean, simple, very cool, and very well built. Kyle did a really fantastic job. The kind of transformation that proves the winner formula, which never fails. Less is more. Thank you for watching RacerTV. And as always, I hope to see you on the next video.